Hey, coaches, welcome back to Football Talk with Coach Chip. I've told you before that I use your emails and your comments to come up with ideas. And I got an email from a coach of a 13 and under team talking about the GH counter and wanting some input using it with jet action. So I decided I was going to send him some links to some previous videos. And that's when I found out I haven't done a video dedicated to GH counter off the jet. Included GH counter off the jet in some larger videos that had a whole bunch of plays off a jet. I've made a video about GH counter not too long ago, which I think he saw. It got him to thinking about it. And they're wanting to run it this coming fall. And so I said, dang, I don't have one. So I went into my library of videos and I found several videos of us over the years running GH counter. That's pulling the guard and the H as the wrapper. The guard is the kicker, the H is the wrapper with jet action. And I made this video. So let's look at the diagram real quick of the play. I got it right here, but I got a bigger diagram coming up. Here we go. All right, so here you can see how we block it. It's gap down backer. He's going to block the first thing inside. If it was a 3 technique or a 4-eye, this tackle would get him. All right, gap down backer by the guard. First thing inside. This guy's in a 2-eye or 1, depending on how old you are. He's inside shoulder of the guard. And so that guy's inside of him. So he's got that nose. The center is going to block back. First thing backside. The only exception to him blocking a lineman would be against a 3-3 stack. He would block back with his eyes right here. And if that backer came, the stack backer came, he would get him. Because if the stack backer comes here, that means that end's got the outside and he's not coming. And of course, this guy's just going to turn out. You can gap hinge him, high wall him, or just fan block him. But he's got to account for that end. And so what we do, we're going to just fake jet. The outside guys are going to do what they do on jet. He's going to run a slant because he runs a slant backside on jet. And we've even thrown that. We didn't let the quarterback read it. We just knew it was there because it's to keep that backer from falling in right here. So if we run the GH counter and that backer falls in, next time we run GH counter, we're going to tag it with that backside slant and stop that joker right there of sucking eggs coming in here. The cool thing is now we don't need to jab step. I've got a jab step drawn up here. You can jab step. It depends on the speed of your H. You don't want him to catch up to the guard. And you don't want him on the same level as the guard. You want him deeper. So if they come in and bowling ball him, take out the guard, and he doesn't have time to adjust. And now they get 2 for the price of 1, and they got a free runner coming through right here because nobody to get the backer who's coming. Also, too, know this. We may end up getting the play side backer with the tackle if he steps up. But if he goes to backside backer, the H is going to get the front side backer. Now, here's another thing. As the H is coming, he needs to be looking here. And if this backer tries to run through, he stops and gets him. That's just the way you got to do it, or you got no play. He's going to make the play in the backfield. You don't have to jab step. You can. It depends. If your guard's slow, your H is fast, your sniffer, your wing, whatever you call him, you can play with that. You're going to see several of the clips where we did some funky steps where he jab steps and then drops, and it gets him downhill in a hurry. And that's the reason we changed it. We used to do it more flat, like a buck, but I got to thinking, I said, and I taught the running back coach, and I explained that later in the video. But this is a great play for us over the years because we were such a jet-dominant team, and teams just felt like they needed to chase that jet to run it down. And how do you know when to run it? Well, you need to have somebody, it could be you, that's watching the backers. If the backers are hauling butt out of the box, don't worry about the linemen. We can get them. But if those inside backers are hauling butt, chasing jet, next time you want to call jet, call this GH counter. You say, well, why do you pull the H instead of the T? Well, some years we did pull the T. Some years we did. And I think the very last clip, you'll see we're pulling the tackle. But the reason I like pulling the H, it depends on the personnel. There's no run through. If he's pinching for whatever reason, that H cannot cut off that end. if that end is flying in here, especially against an odd front, a 4-eye or a 4, okay, you need to, that tackle's got a better chance of getting him. So if he's in a 5 and he's pinching, they're ignoring the jet action because I'm telling you the end ain't going to make the play on the jet anyway. The H can't get him. And so that was one reason. And another reason is, and we've talked about this before, like this H for us, the H's you're going to see for us, they also played linebacker. So now you've got a linebacker on a linebacker instead of a lineman on a linebacker. So you got guys that the same group, the same athleticism on each other. And there's been years where we had pretty athletic tackles that we would pull GT, and it just depended. And we like running it with the H out here because it looks more like jet sweep. Let's get started and look at some video. Oh, before we do, I always forget this. I'm a horrible marketer. Horrible. Subscribe, like, and share the channel. Subscribe today. Hit me up. I'll give you some freebies. All right, let's get started. All right, coaches, this is a great example right here of a GH counter off of jet action. We're going to put the slot in motion. He's going to fake the jet. Okay. The running back, the steps we took were a little bit different this year. We had a really good young running back coach, and he came up with this. Looked like he was dancing a little bit before he came in here and hit that thing hard right there. But it worked well for us. Now, all we're going to do is use gap down backer and get a down, down, back. Guard's going to pull, kick. First thing that shows. H, the sniffer, the wing, is going to wrap right through here, looking for linebacker filling. All right, let's look at it. There's your fake. See a little step, just timing it up. Look at it again. In slow-mo. Love me some slow-mo. Good job by the guard. Look where his hat is. His hat's upfield. Remember what we teach. If we're going to lose him up here. Don't lose him in here. But what I tell him is pull right, hit right. So going to hit with his right shoulder, attack the inside of the guy. And again, it doesn't take a devastation block. Just keep his butt from falling back inside. All right, the H, good job wrapping tight. Look how tight he is right here to the down block by the play side tackle. His eyes should be right in here. And running back hitting that thing tight. That's good stuff. All right, now here's another jet fake. Again, your slot, jet motion, fake the jet. Listen, the jetter does the faking. The quarterback does not have to stick it in there and ride it. It just needs to be what I call a proximity fake, because the motion, the action, is going to sell the backers and displace them. And maybe get this guy to run upfield and this guy to run upfield to make that backside tackle's block a little bit easier to keep him from chasing down the counter. But the reason why we went to that, we didn't want to get to, if this guy's doing a really good job, talking about the jetter, he's hauling butt, running hard, and if the quarterback sticks that ball out, remember now he just caught the snap, so maybe it's not as secure as it needs to be and all that kind of stuff. It could get knocked loose. So we tell the quarterback, don't even stick it in there. Just let it be just a token fake by the quarterback, but a hard fake by the jetter works for us. All right, we're going to block it just like the other one. We got a gap down backer, block back, pull, kick, and the H is going to wrap to right here. You'll get that good footwork, motion right here, action by the running back. Come underneath. It's almost like a buck, but he's getting downhill quicker. And on this one here, watch the tackles block. The want to is there, but the technique, it leaves a lot to be desired. He's coming down here to get this backer. That's the first thing inside to him. And this is why we teach him to break down and not just go in there and try to kill him, because you'll miss him. Well, when he misses him, he said, I got to get that guy. Just watch. It's good stuff. All right, there's your jet motion. See the quarterback, just a little token fake. Good job by the running back. Keep moving. Left guard, keep moving. All right, go back and watch that tackle. Right here. Break down, buddy. All right, there you go, just tackling. We had him, that's the coach's fault. He should have been playing defense. All right, here's another one. We're going to get the jet motion right here from number 12. We're going to get this action right here coming. I thought he should have hit it tighter. This is one of the games I was on the sideline calling plays because the press box at this team's stadium was under construction, so we just called it from the sideline. And from the sideline, I thought as soon as he hit it, I said, man, keep it tight. But then he ended up scoring. I get the same blocking. Left tackle's going to gap down backer, left guard. Boom, first thing inside. There you go, good kick. So he just hit it so wide, but it was good hard running on his part. Good blocking out there by the wide receiver. Good job. All right, here's a few more. We'll just go through these a little bit faster. So you got a good look at the running back's footwork. He's going to step out as if he was going to lead around in for the jet. And then he's going to drop step by that angle so he can get downhill a little bit faster. This is when we changed it. And when we used to do it, it was more like jab step and come flat like a buck and then get downhill. And as I mentioned, we had that really good young running back coach. He's gone on to doing bigger and better things in his life besides just coaching. Got his own business and all that, so good for him. But I miss him. He was a good guy to have. I could just say, hey, let's change this. And he'd figure out a way to do it and make it better than even I thought it could be. But he's going to jab step, then he's going to drop, and then he's going to come right through here. So he's getting downhill, which is, as much as it looks like he's playing DDR here, Dance Dance Revolution, look right there, boom, drop. Now he's downhill. So it turns that counter, that GH counter, into a downhill play. So you got the kick. All right, number 10, notice number 10, the H. He's going to keep his depth and stay deeper than the kicker, the guard. That way, if this guy comes there and tries to bowling ball, hit our guard down low and make a pile, they don't get 2 for 1. Good job by the right tackle shutting off that B gap. Good job getting downhill by the running back. All right, here's another. This was early on when we were still running jet with the sniffer in a true sniffer position. Look, he's in the B gap. So what he should have done is jab it, like he's going to lead around the end, jab it, and then come back. Because look, he's right on the guard's rear end. And he even has to slow down right here before he turns up. That's something we fixed. I know during that off season we fixed it. And notice the H is not just hauling butt when he comes through the gap. He's kind of feeling his way. Look, don't just run through there like a bat out of hell. And he's doing it like, rather, he's finding that rump line. Boom, right there. Just stay with that guy, dude. Again, notice how downhill it is. He's going to take that jab step and then those 2 little drop steps right here. So he's downhill, talking about the running back, when he gets that ball. So it kind of turns it into a power in the sense it's not a sideways play because his footwork sets it up. Jab, do his drop, and then get downhill. And it just does a great job. And again, it's down, down, back, pull, kick. Notice we got him out here in a wing spot now. This was the next season. Coming through here, find the rump line, and get first thing shows up in the gap. Let's look. Right there. Good stuff, guys. By the way, number 8 in May reports to training camp in the CFL. He just finished up his college career this past fall. Got a couple of degrees. Proud of that youngin' right there. That's another good one. See how it gets downhill? His steps, this different running back, his steps aren't as pronounced as number 8. And he tried to bounce that thing, but he stayed inside. Look, he's a little bit wide right there. Oh, get back in here. Follow your blocking. Good. All right, coaches, that's it for this episode of Football Talk with Coach Chip. I hope you got something from it. If you didn't, go find some of these other videos. I'm sure you'll find something. There's over 200 of them. Be sure to contact me at siegel.chip@gmail.com or at Chip Siegel on Twitter/X. Please be sure before you go, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the piss out of it. All right, until next time, y'all be elite.